Hi, I'm Josh Bowab, and tonight we're at the Cabbage Saloon in Grosse, Pointe Park.
I'm going to bring up your first comic of the evening. So please give a lot of love to Josh Bowab. Thank you guys. Thank you. Well, howdy. So I had a little too much to drink last night, but it's not every day you graduate from AA, you know. Sometimes you just gotta party. That's that 13th step they don't tell you about, the party step. My wife's always getting on me for coming home and cracking open a few cold ones after work. She's like, it ain't healthy to eat 4 cans of whipped cream every night. I did realize, I did get a little depressed the other day when I realized I'm in the best shape of my life. I was telling my doctor about my diet. Well, I have some sausage patties and some couple conies for lunch and then some kielbasa. He's like, so you just eat different shapes of sausages all day? I do want to get in better shape. I've been thinking about buying a treadmill so I can pay $700 to do something inside that I've never done outside for free. I do work out religiously though, every Christmas and Easter. I'm originally from a small town in Virginia. It's the type of place where your dad sits you down and teaches you about the birds and the bird's sexy cousin. I do get that question all the time. Do people really marry their cousins down south? Well, of course. It's tough being a single parent. When you tell somebody from our town to make themselves at home, they pee in your sink. I remember one Saturday, a laundromat burnt down, burnt up everybody's clothes. You never seen so many naked people running around town the next day. Church was really awkward. We were like, peace be with you. Peace be with you. Preacher didn't move a step from that podium all mass, I'll tell you that. I moved up here when my wife and I got married. Some of my wife's family flew in for the wedding and mine just drove their houses up. They say weddings are so exhausting that only half of all couples have sex on their wedding night. And I'm willing to bet it's the guys. Our town's so small that the sign outside of McDonald's says a couple dozen served. I was there one day and the cashier says, can I help whoever's next? Like, this moron's never heard of the concept of a line before. I was like, I am the only one standing here, Dad. At least at McDonald's, they let you in the building. Over at Sonic, they're like, no, man, we've seen how you eat, and quite frankly, it would be more comfortable if you stayed in your car. You just find the picture of what you and your Grosse family want to eat up here, and press this big shiny red button when you're ready to order, okay, dummy? One thing I've noticed about my wife since we've been married, she thinks that any picture where she looks good is a great picture. She'll be like, oh, honey, look at this. Look how my eyes sparkle in this picture. I'm like, well, yeah, sweetie, but I'm in the middle of a sneeze. And Junior's punching me in the nuts. But she don't care, so, you know, Christmas comes around, cards go out, and my buddy calls me up. So, Junior's in the nut punching phase, huh? My wife's a big fan of Bon Jovi, and when we started dating, the first time I went into her apartment, I remember thinking, I did not know they made Bon Jovi wallpaper. Everywhere I looked, there was John, shirt off, a white mist running down his chest. It was like one of those creepy paintings in Scooby-Doo, but instead of his eyes moving, his nipples were following me everywhere I went. When I was single, I got all my furniture from IKEA. I didn't own a single hammer, but I had 27 Allen wrenches. They say that 20% of European kids are conceived on a bed from IKEA, and 20% of American kids are conceived on Jack Daniels. Our son's 6. He was actually an accident. My wife backed into me in our driveway. At school, they teach him stuff like saying his ABCs, coloring inside the lines, touching his toes. But at home, I teach him real life skills he's going to need in the future, like saying his ABCs backwards, walking a straight line, touching his nose. My wife and I are at that stage where the only reason we have sex is because it's been a while since the last time we had sex. I told her anytime we have sex is a win for me. She's like, well, get ready for a losing streak, motherfucker. I lose more than that team that plays against our Harlem Globetrotters. God bless her though, I know I'm not the best looking guy in the world. I can't imagine the mental gymnastics she has to go through to let me climb on top of her once a month. She's got to watch both Magic Mike movies back to back. Some women say when they make love they hear beautiful music. My wife says she hears that sound when your car don't want to start. Just like ram 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 ram. I finally convinced my wife to make a sex tape. She said auditions are going great. My wife's a pale Irish redhead. Naked, she looks like a ghost wearing a big old fuzzy orange belt buckle right about there. Some people call redheads gingers. I can't figure that out. I go down there all the time and it never tastes like ginger. Maybe next time I go down there I'll take a six-pack with me and make some ginger ale. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.
Give it up for Josh Bowab.